Although I like the life I'm living, the thought of falling behind sometimes overtakes. As I watch everyone catching up with friends, meeting boyfriends, or going on dates, the normal changes of life still feel foreign to me. I catch myself sneaking into other people's life, wanting to be part of something I was never meant to be. Maybe I'm afraid of changes and maybe even of the idea of growing up. False narratives begin to seep into my brain and I notice how I'm starting to believe them. I seem to forget who I am and what I'm supposed to do. I get a sense of FOMO and also decision fatigue. I am floating on oceans full of doubts, insecurities, and fear, wondering where land is inside. After swimming in these familiar waters, it is hard to remind myself, remember that I am loved, held, that I still have plenty of time, that there will be countless opportunities to improve. The time doesn't have legs to run away, and I have legs to catch up. As I look around, I never was the victim, but a blank paper waiting to be written. It is true, although I talk fast, I know that there is no race between mouth and mind. Despite my mouth being faster and always trying to overtake, my body was never supposed to hurry. Time is only an invention of humankind, so why should I trust or rely on it? Why don't get caught up in infinite moments of now? Why don't let puddles of rain fall into hair? Why don't talk as late as midnight until my tongue goes dry and eyelids drip over eyes? Why don't bathe into rivers and fall? This year, I've been so caught up with school, studies and performance, I was falling behind on life. Pieces of my being were slowly crumbling down, a body made of sand crackling with every breath I inhaled, and only leaving the thought or smell of my true self behind. I began to ask myself over and over again if this truly was what I wanted to do. As frustration and sorrow began to pile up, at the end of the year, I felt utterly drained. Hello guys, and welcome to another video of mine. I am very blessed to have you here on my channel. Thank you so much for coming back after almost a year, I think. So currently I'm on my summer break in Peru, where my mom is originally from. I'm staying here because of a funeral I had to attend. My grandma died and we decided that we would bury her in Huancayo because she was born and raised there and it was always her wish. I find myself often trying to over laugh the situation and make it funny or ridiculous when I talk about it, but honestly it is quite sad. But yeah, it's just, I guess it's a coping method of mine. We first went to Chupaca, which is the province where my grandma was born and raised, and I didn't feel the need, or I didn't felt like really recording the whole funeral thing because it is very personal. I didn't want to invade anyone's privacy. We went to the cascada, it's called in Spanish, but in English it's called waterfall, El Tirol. And this time I also got the courage to really go there and get massaged by the water. It's such a big force, it's really a big force, but it still felt very good. And I was very afraid at first, but my uncle helped me then, and I think I got some recordings and I will put it in the video if I got some. This time in Chanchamayo I actually had my camera with me. The problem was just that I completely forgot my SD card to film everything, and because I forgot it, I couldn't have an opportunity to record anything. So yeah, it's quite sad. My dad was also in Botsutsu, which is the colony where the Austrian people lived, and he told me that some people even speak German and they also wear traditional Austrian clothes. It's actually a German-Austrian colony, so the cultures get a little bit mixed in there. Some people even look blonde. He also told me that they eat schnitzel, which is a traditional dish of Austria, and they also apparently yodel, some yodel. He told me that they treat him very well, him being Austrian. It was quite unfortunate that we couldn't visit. I also went to Lima a couple of times, I think 3 times. And I also went in La Plaza de Armas, which is where the palace is, where the president lives. And I actually also went to a bar with my mom and my cousins. Obviously it was fun, although the music was a little bit too loud for my taste. It was fun. I danced to some salsa. I will put in the video if I find one. So I also went to San Isidro, which is a place in Lima, and oh my god, San Isidro is so pretty, literally So pretty, oh my god. I want to move in there. It's like very pituco. It's an expensive place, definitely, but it is very pretty. I've probably never seen like such a pretty city before. I've also been to Samborja and Miraflores, and in Miraflores we were in like kind of in the beach, but not actually in the beach. Like, I will show it to you guys. It was fun though, and we visited at night. So that means I went to all 3 regions of Peru, which means I was in the Andean region, in the coast region, and also in the jungle region. We all traveled with a car only, and we didn't fly anywhere. I remember Chichen Maya was very cool because we also ate at a restaurant where they served ceviche, which is probably my favorite Peruvian dish. And the ceviche was just so yummy. It was probably like the best ceviche I've ever tasted, apart from the ceviche of my aunt. But it was so good because I've been traveling for nearly 2 weeks or 3 weeks, almost a month or so, I think. Yeah. I've been really falling out of track. Like, now that I'm in Chosica, which is like my second hometown, I just stay here, and I'm noticing how I'm going to sleep every day at 2 or 1 a.m. and I truly believe that it's kind of being a problem for me, because I honestly feel so guilty when I'm only with my phone and I'm not doing anything productive. And it's still hard for me to find the balance. On one hand, I really want to relax and take time off school, but on the other hand, I should probably still... The dogs are barking. My neighbor has like lots of dogs, like really lots of dogs. It's okay, I will let them bark. Still really feel like dead when I wake up. But on the other hand, I still feel very like bad waking up at 1 p.m. or 12 or 11. So yeah, I'm really trying to fix it still, my sleeping schedule. But as long as I'm not trashing myself for going to sleep way too early, way too late, as long as I'm not trashing myself for going to sleep way too late, I feel like everything's fine. I guess I can have the time I need. It's alright, I shouldn't worry so much. But still, I really want to try to get a routine in my day here in Peru too. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see each other next time. Bye.
Was